If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
This month's TV 47 Star Student of the Month.
And we welcome Abby Reed, who's a senior at Fayetteville High School. Abby, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good to have you with us today. Abby, tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
So I'm a senior at Fayetteville High School. I plan to go to Troy University after I graduate. I played volleyball in the fall, and I am very happy to be here.
All right. Who's your family, Abby?
Now, my family is Mark and Amy Reed. They're actually teachers at Fayetteville. I have a twin brother who is named Luke Reed and an older brother who's in college named Matt.
Oh, fantastic. What's it like being a senior? Gosh, here we are with this COVID-19 deal, and you know, everything is leaning toward that right now. How has that affected you, and out of school, and you got graduation looming?
Yeah, it's been different. It's been a transition I've had to get used to. You know, when we were in school, we're like, oh yeah, we get a break, you know what I'm saying? But now that we're out of it, we've been out of it for a little while, you're kind of missing like, oh, there's so many things that I'm going to miss about my senior year that I'm not getting to do. But like, you know, you just have to roll with the punches. But as graduation comes up, I feel like it's going to be a little different now that we've had all this play out.
Yeah.
But it's been interesting. We're just kind of staying indoors, trying to stay safe and roll with it and see what happens.
Talk about being a twin.
A twin? Okay, so I get that question a lot. It's not that much different than being like any other sibling. I would say that me and my twin get along better than me and my older brother. Not saying that's a twin thing. That's just probably something to do with his personality. But you kind of forget that you're a twin until someone asks you about it. So it's interesting, but you know, it's just like another
So who was
sibling.
born first?
He was born first, and he doesn't let me forget that. He always holds that over me.
Oh, talk about your relationship with your parents.
Me and my parents are very close. I was fortunate enough to grow up with them in school with me, so that they've seen me grow literally in school since they're my teachers. It's going to be interesting not to have them in school and have them around as often when I go off to college. I think it's important that, you know, it's time to move on and change, but I've also been very fortunate to have them as close as I have. And
You'll be graduating with an advanced diploma from Fayetteville in May. What does that mean?
it means that so far I've taken advanced placement classes such as AP or dual enrollment. I'm on the advanced schedule, and it just gives you more rigorous classes that prepare you for college better.
GPA of 4.0. You heard it right, 4.0. ACT score of 32. She's passed the AP English exam and AP U.S. History exam. Does this come natural for you?
It takes a lot of studying and some really good teachers to help you along the way. I'm not going to lie. Over the years for ACT, Fayetteville has placed a large focus on preparing students for that, implementing classes, offering extra outside work for it if you need it. But AP, we just have some really good teachers. I think AP History has been my favorite class so far. It's fun. They make it fun, and I think that's important. You can take AP online, but I feel like if you take it in person, it's a completely different experience.
Who are some of those teachers that have impacted your life?
So I have an AP English teacher, and her name was Miss Robertson, and she was phenomenal. I loved having her in class. She was energetic and fun. She gave us the most interesting books to read. I'm not sure if she even had a choice in those books, but if she did, she picked some great ones. And then I had Coach Reed, who was my dad, for AP History, and that is my favorite class. The class was small, and it was personal. You got to learn on a one-on-one basis, and it was
How do you do a parent and daughter class? I mean,
it's not that much different. Okay. You kind of get, after a while, it just kind of rolls together. I've had my mom and dad in class since middle school. It was odd at first because I wasn't sure if I should be like, Mom, can you come help me? Or if I should like refer to her as like Miss Reed. But you forget about it after a while. It just runs natural. Like the school is so small anyway. You know all of your teachers on a personal level. So that whole knowing them personally doesn't really.
Who's some of your friends at school?
Well, at school, I would say that Allie Buttram and Lydia Platt are my two biggest friends. We're pretty close. We kind of got close last year. They played volleyball with me this year. And other than that, I would say Sawyer Wells was probably my other big friend.
Abby Reed is a senior at Fayetteville High School, is our star student of the month. She's completed 8 hours of dual enrollment college credit through Jack State and 4 hours of dual enrollment college credit through Central Alabama Community College. So congratulations to her for that. What about some of the clubs that you're involved in at school too?
So I would say that the biggest one I'm involved in is Key Club. It's a service organization, student-led all the way through. It has opened my eyes to many things in the community. I've volunteered with them through Alabama Childhood Food Solutions. It's a great program. If you haven't volunteered, I highly recommend volunteering there. They could always use the help. We have Focus, which is like a teen awareness group, the Student Ambassador Leadership Team, and then the Talladega County Community Service Board, which is like promoting community service in schools. Honor
Roll and Top 10 Student Award from 2015 until now. We're talking with Abby Reed, who's a senior at Fayetteville High School, slated to graduate in May. Let's talk about this coronavirus and how it's affected you as far as, it's different for everybody, Abby. I mean, it's just, it's really been a struggle for a lot of people because we can't get our arms around it. It's messed up our schedules and all this kind of stuff. How do you deal with it?
Well, my biggest concern, I would say, is not the spread. So I've been trying to stay at home as best I can, stay clean, wash your hands as much as possible. I'm just worried about spreading it to other people. I mean, of course I'm worried about getting it myself.
Sure.
It's caused immense panic, but I'm trying to stay calm, do my part in containing it, just keeping relaxed and not panicking too badly about it.
And you kind of keep yourself distanced from other
social
people,
distancing, I think is the term they're using.
It is.
Just staying home, I've done more cleaning in this past week than I have probably done in the last month, just trying to stay at home and stay busy.
And I'm sure your parents are saying, yay.
Yes, they're waking up, they're like, yes, clean the kitchen.
And her room is clean.
I know, and you just have time to do it now.
What about after school? What are we going to be doing?
So I plan to attend Troy University. That's where I plan to go right now for college. Currently, I'm on the undecided track, which is a program they actually offer at Troy. But recently, I've really been researching exercise science with a focus in nutrition. Dietitian, nutritionist, that's just something that has interested me for a little while, but now I'm starting to really focus because it's grind time. We got to get down to the business of what we want to do. So that's what I'd say that I plan on doing immediately after school.
Who has been your go-to person in case you hit a bump in the road, and all of us do from time to time? Who is that maybe one or two people that you can lean on and just say, hey, I need to talk?
Well, my two friends, Allie Buttram and Lydia Platt, have always been there for me. They'll always be there for me. I have another friend, his name's Isaac. I talk to him pretty often. He's a pretty cool guy, good shoulder to talk to, good shoulder to lean on. But any of the school teachers at Fayetteville, because it's so small, they're so invested in you. My mom, my dad, they're both there. They know what I go through, so they're there to talk to me about it because they're so small and they know just about anything that could go on.
What about with not being in school, but online classes and stuff? Are you involved in that at all?
I am. I'm currently taking an online class through Jacksonville English. It's completely online. That hasn't changed much for my college classes, but my high school classes, I know my math class, my AP calculus class, we've done some online video chatting, just trying to push forward and keep continuing content because we've still got that test at the end of the year as of right now. But we're just trying our best to still learn and still put ourselves out there and be able to make some progress, but with our limited conditions.
Well, hopefully things will calm down and we'll get these graduation exercises done. And, we'll get some summer behind us and head to school next fall.
I sure hope so.
All right. Abby Reed is our Star Student of the Month. She's looking right here in this camera, ladies and gentlemen. Abby is our Star Student of the Month.
Tune in to Daybreak weekdays at 6:30 a.m. for your Star Student of the Month.